Aurora network introduced fees. A few days ago, I released this tutorial where I show you how you can bridge funds to the Aurora network and how to farm on 3 Solaris. And at the time of recording this tutorial, the fees were zero, non-existent. Now that changed. On the 6th of February, actually, an emergency update to all Aurora users with explanation. From today, there are going to be fees. Yes, I think this amount is not right. It varies and it's lower, I guess. But from now on, are going to be fees on this network. And why is that? If there are no fees, there are going to be people that will take advantage of that. And there were a lot of people using a lot of bots and a lot of transactions, and the network almost collapsed and they were forced to do this. And I think it was a game, I don't recall the name of it, that he mentioned brought a lot of transactions and cluttered the network. The CEO of Aurora Labs has released a video on YouTube where he's answering to questions from people. And if you search for it, you'll find it right here. AMA transaction fees on Aurora. It's pretty interesting video to watch, and if you do that, you'll understand better why this is happening. Now, the fees are not very high, to be honest, but at the same time, if you have a small amount of money, it doesn't really make it worthwhile to do a lot of transactions. So you need to pay some attention. Like, for example, in my case, you see I have 2 3 Solaris right here, which I can claim, but I won't do that because the fees are a big chunk of that amount. So it doesn't really make any sense to do it. But actually, let's check that and see exactly how much it costed, because I claimed some rewards yesterday. So let's go here in MetaMask and I will go here. We can see this harvest and I will click on view on Block Explorer. And here we go down and see, yes, I claimed 8.43 and actually I paid very little. This is the amount I paid, 0.00 many zeros 6, which is actually close to 2 cents. Pretty decent. So the transaction won't be as high as he mentioned in his tweet. They found a way to optimize them and not be so high. But what is very important to understand right now is that for everything you want to do here, you need to have Ethereum in your wallet. So here you need to have some Ether. Even if there are other ways I would go for, in this case, you would need to bridge from Ethereum. So it won't require too much, but you would need to do that. And this involves Ethereum gas fees, which we all know are not very low. Now, here comes the nice part of this video. These guys actually made a Faucet, which is a website where you can get some Ethereum for few transactions, so you can move your funds if you want. And this is exactly what I did. To do that, you need to go here to aurora.dev/faucet. And here you can see the available balance is still 2.32 ETH. You will get very little, but enough to do some transactions. And this is what I did. You connect here to your MetaMask wallet and you claim this and you sign the transaction and everything goes well. And this is how I did it. And I got some Ethereum in my wallet. And after that, the first thing I did with the 3 Solaris, you saw that I claimed in this transaction right here, I swapped it for Ethereum to be sure that I have more for future transactions. And right now I have 0.0019 ETH, as you can see. And I will keep this to pay the gas fees in the future. So after you claim this ETH right here, the main objective of that Ethereum you are getting from the Faucet is actually to claim your rewards or unstake some of your tokens. And after that, go to swap and swap something into Ethereum to make sure that you have something in your wallet for the future. This would be the cheapest method because you don't need to actually bridge from Ethereum, where you will need to pay some higher gas fees, of course. So in this case, like I said, I went here and I selected 3 and I converted it to ETH, as you can see. So to recap that, go to farm, either claim or go and withdraw something if you don't have enough to claim. Like in my case right now, I will not claim 2.33. Doesn't make any sense. It's a bit over $1. I don't know if I get the same gas fee like the last time and pay only 1 cent. It might be more. So it doesn't really make any sense. Maybe I would do that when I have around $10. This is something that I usually do. After claiming this or withdrawing some, go to swap and swap into Ethereum the token you just claimed. I could swap some Aurora like you can see here. And if I click on max, I would get this amount of Ethereum, which will be maybe enough for a few transactions. But like I said, it's worth to keep around somewhere between $5 and $10 in ETH to have for future claims and other transactions. Maybe you want to withdraw your funds and move completely from here. I don't know, but you need to have this in mind. So first, have some tokens in your wallet and you need the ETH. If you don't have the ETH, then you won't be able to do any of these transactions. Now, as you can see right here, this balance, it's still high. I think it was around 2.6 when I claimed mine. So it will still be around for some time, I would guess. But take advantage of this and just claim it, even if you don't plan to do any transactions in the near future. But it's good to have it in your wallet so you avoid paying more in the future. And of course, this is not financial advice. Is it still worth using this this network? I think so. I think the fees are still reasonably low to not be worried. And the fact that actually the network proved that they could adjust to this challenge and it did not collapse, it's a plus in my book. Now it's time for you to tell me what you think about this whole situation. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and see you next time.